I think we both been, well, you've probably been waiting a lot longer. I've been waiting 40 years now for this team. I want to see it happen. It's got to happen.
Yeah, so it's funny, when I was a kid, my grandfather, he, worked for Ford Motor Company. He worked at the glass house on Michigan Avenue, so he used to always get tickets, you know, obviously Ford, Mr. Ford, or yeah, he owned the teams. I would always go to the games as a kid, but my grandfather was always like, "Richie, you gotta find a new team. They're never gonna win for you."
Yeah.
It's been true so far.
I mean, last year we had a great run, and I don't know, I guess it just fell apart. And this year, I think it really just came down to play calling.
Yeah. Yeah, losing Ben Johnson really hurt, and the John Morton guy, he didn't do crap.
Nope. Plus, we have an offensive line issue too, I think.
But yeah. And then, the injuries are crazy, man. Like,
That's the other thing too that was just destroying them.
yeah, 2 years in a row. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just reading some bad news about Kirby Joseph, man. It's not looking too promising for him.
that's too bad. I mean, he was out. Our new our rookie we picked up a couple years, Arnold. He was out.
Yep.
So yeah, we had a lot of problems in the secondary defense, and it just seemed like, at the end of the year, it was a different team.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The nonprofit I founded, we have season tickets to a couple NFL teams, and Detroit is one of them. So if you're interested in going to a game, I would be more than happy to get you guys up there.
Oh, definitely.
Have you been to the newer stadium? It's not really new anymore, but Ford Field.
Last game I went to was in 2001 at the Silverdome, I think. But I was just up there recently. My sister's having a baby, and they were having a baby shower. So my parents, they're big into going to the casinos, and
Yeah,
we drove right by it. It's beautiful.
yeah. I love how it's right next door to the Tiger. I call it Tiger
Yeah,
Stadium Park.
Comerica, it's still Comerica Park.
Yeah, I still refer to it as Tiger Stadium.
Yeah,
But oh well. So why did you decide the Army out of the other branches?
it was the only recruiter that called me back. I'm dead serious. I know that's a terrible reason, but I think I went to the Air Force first, and the guy was just like, "Yeah, leave a voice message." And you leave a voice message. These guys come in. Those guys, you're prior service, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Navy.
what Navy? Okay, so I mean, I work around Air Force now, and no shade on the Air Force. Like, I have a lot of friends in them, but these recruiters, they come in, they hit the play button on their recorder, and they could sit there all day and just listen to all the messages they get. So
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing about the Air Force is getting into the Air Force. I can't remember. Like, I think my buddy joined the Navy, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do Navy. And then Marines, it seemed too much for me.
Yeah. Marines are too intense.
Yeah. And I think it was something about buying the uniforms that I was just kind of like, no, I'm not going to buy 7-8 uniforms to be in the Navy.
Yeah. It gets expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I joined, like, I had no idea, man. I just assumed they're gonna give them to you for free. Like, what the hell?
So you're born and raised in Michigan too?
Yeah, Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay. Did you have any prior military in your family?
Yes. My
Okay.
grandpa.
So you had an idea. I went in completely blind. I literally went in like, hey, let's do it. And my parents, my mother, she was like, "Do you have any idea what you're doing?" I'm like, "No, I'm just doing it."
Yeah. I had my older brother, he's like 18 months older than me. He went into the Navy also. You're ahead of me. He gave me the lowdown on what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
what was your job in the Army?
Started as an infantryman, and then I switched over to IT because, I mean, when you're combat arms, you don't have much job opportunities after the military. And
Yeah.
it truly was one of the greatest decisions to do. And it really helped me out.
How many years were you in infantry before you switched?
4, 5 years.
Was it easy to switch over?
It was at the time because they needed people and everything was pretty much open, especially in the Army. Because, you know, of course, I had to join the one branch that deploys for 12 months and 15 months, whereas everybody else is doing 6 and 9 month tours.
Yeah.
So the Army was really hard up for people, and being able to move out of that career progression, it was actually pretty easy.
Yeah. Is it easier to make rank as an infantryman or
Very easy, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what the Army's based around and designed for. I mean, so to move up, and there's so many spots and so many positions that you can actually move pretty quickly. And you can also move down pretty quickly too.
Yeah, they love doing that. Oh, that's funny. So do you have any deployments as an infantryman?
Yeah, 2 deployments as the infantry, and then 1 as like IT.
Which one did you like better? IT?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, sweetie, daughter's here.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
cool.
It was a cakewalk.
Yeah. Where was you? Were you in Afghanistan or Iraq?
I was in Baghdad 3 times.
Right on.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like, oh, here again. But every time you go there, it's like, oh, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better.
What year was the first time you went to Baghdad?
03.
Was did they have Saddam Hussein yet by then? I don't remember the dates.
No, that was the big thing. So everybody was like, oh, they're going to get Saddam. They're going to get Saddam. And then it's going to be all over. Yeah, man, it's going to be cool. Like, you know, they get Saddam and then the whole war is over. No, that never happened. You got to wait another 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how that worked out.
Right.
20 years is way too damn long.
Well, and it's like, I talk to the guys now because I work around a bunch of Air Force people, and it's like, it's kind of like, it almost feels sometimes in some ways, in a very small way, like it's 2003 or 2001 already rebooted in a way. And the whole generation has completely turned over. All the GWAT veterans are now, I mean, I guess you'd say we are looked at as like the Vietnam veterans, as how we looked at the Vietnam veterans when we came in. And, you know, you see these guys and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, you know, it's only going to be like a 2-month thing. Or I'm like, don't count all your chickens before they hatch. So.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a lot like the first Iraq war. It was only like 3 days.
And that's what everybody was kind of banking on. Is like going to be like a 3-week or a 3-day thing, and then no, that just it. You know, I mean, there's a lot more to it, especially if you get into like the Afghanistan piece and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Politics. Is there something in your during your service that still sticks out to you today?
Still sticks out to me. The people you serve with. You know,
Yeah.
I tell Darrell all the time, it's like, because we talk about it sometimes, like, do you miss it? I'm like, you know, I miss the clowns, but I don't miss the circus.
Right. Yeah.
But as you know, that goes. I mean, there's definitely some other things that I just don't feel comfortable getting into. But yeah, you know, it's definitely going to be the people.
Do you still hang out with the guys that and ladies that you served with?
Yeah, I have 3 or 4 friends. One whom's really close. He lives out in New Mexico, but you know, it's hard because it's like everybody just kind of goes and does their thing.
Yeah. And everybody has their own family and life and everything. It's hard. The guys I served with, we try to get together once a year. That's our goal every year. Every summer we pick a city and fly into, and because, you know, we're from all over the place also, you know.
No, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, we try. But we didn't start doing that till later in life, though, you know. Like I wouldn't have been able to do that when my kids were younger. Well, my kids are grown and gone now, so I just do my thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like seeing your friends and whatnot. It's good, but there's also always the sad stories that come along with it. Like, you know, every time I have a veteran friend that hits me up out of the blue, I'm just like, okay, what happened? You know,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah, yes. How'd you deal with stress and anxiety when you were deployed?
you don't think about it. It doesn't even hit you until you get out. It doesn't even. Nothing registers until you are back, and then it really registers once you get out. You know, like
Yeah, hit you right in the face.
It does. And you know, both Tara and I, we both definitely suffer from it. And like this past weekend, I went down to Daytona to take care of some business. And I'm staying in this hotel room. And I'm walking up through the elevators. I'm like, okay, that's the fire exit. That's the fire extinguisher. That's another exit. It's just like the things that people don't think about, you know, they just come through your mind naturally now.
Yeah. Are you getting any help from the VA?
Yeah, of course. They help, but you know, they have their own bureaucracy too.
They do. You have to take it with a grain of salt, that's for sure.
Oh, you really do. But the system down here, I will say, is really good compared to, because you know how the VA has different regions.
Yeah.
Down here in the Gulf Coast region, it's much better than how I was getting treatment up in the Baltimore, D.C. area.
Yeah. I go to the VA in Tennessee, and actually, I had an appointment today. I got my hearing aids today, but they're good. It's just slow.
Yeah.
Takes time, you know.
To get anything
But
going.
yeah. So if you have patience, I mean, I can't complain. I use their mental health too. You know, I see a therapist through them, and but again, like it took a while to get it. If you're not in yet and you need help, I would say apply early because
Yeah.
once you get in, you're fine. Everything rolls, you know. But just that initial first appointment is what takes. That's what I've seen my experiences, anyways.
Yeah, and you know, they have made a lot of great changes for service members that are going to be transitioning out of the military. You
Yeah.
know, when I was transitioning out, it was like, here's the VA, here's your 20-minute brief, go figure it out. And now, you know, when these guys are 6 months out, they can go, like, they can apply for benefits, they can apply for, get everything kind of like in order. So when they do get out, they can walk right into a physical or walk into a primary appointment or whatever. So that's one thing I would say, wow, they're doing it. That's a huge improvement or a huge step up.
Yeah, when I got out in 1992. When I got out, they didn't even tell me about the VA. They just said, "Here's your per diem. Peace out." Like,
Yeah. And you know, that was very close to how my experience was when I got out in, like, I would say, what, 2013, 2012. And it was just, here you go. Thank you. Good luck.
yeah, yeah, they didn't I had no idea. So when I started going to the VA, they were like, there's at least 3 different doctors that asked me like, "Okay, so you've been out for 40 years, why it took you so long to get here?" I was like, "I didn't it was ignorance.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
the
that."
uses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. I sincerely thought like the VA was for like veterans that lost a limb.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
You know, why would I go there? Why would I be entitled to go there? Like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have you know, an announcement coming up here soon. One of my guys that I served with, he was actually a Marine on my ship, but he reached out to me today. He's a lawyer today, and he wants to give back to the veteran community, and he wants to help people get their claims, and he's going to do it pro bono. So,
that's really cool. That's really cool.
yeah, I was like, I didn't know Marines are smart enough to be lawyers. I
Barracks
can't say
lawyers.
it. Yeah, can't say it too loud. Your wife will stab me.
You know, like here's another joke that I always say. There's only two branches in the military, right? You have the Army and the Navy. The Air Force is a corporation, the Marine Corps is a cult.
That's funny.
Yeah. Literally it's a cult with guns.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the greatest too, man. All you gotta do is ask them.
Yeah. Like I'd yell over her because I always give her this joke. I go, hey, do you know how you can always tell someone was a Marine? Just wait 5 minutes, they're gonna tell you.
Exactly. That's funny because when I was talking to your wife, I don't know what a week ago, whatever, and she said that you were in the army, and I was like, oh boy, how's that going?
Oh, it's a bicker back and forth.
Yeah. So, is there any life lessons that the military taught you?
Yeah, but I don't follow them.
You don't
No,
follow.
no, I do. I do. Um, like make sure you always check your stuff. That's a big one. Make sure your stuff's always right, especially like I do a lot of kayak fishing out here in the Gulf, and I'm always triple checking everything, all my gear, make sure things are right, looking things over to a point where it's almost like, I guess you'd say, compulsive. That's one of them. Even in my job now, like I get hyper focused in on things, and like things have to be a certain dress right way with everything that I do.
Yeah, I can see that. How long you been in IT now?
Ooh, IT. Let me see. Yeah, almost 20.
Nice. Yeah, that's it's funny. I'm in IT also. Towards the end of my career, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good run.
Yeah, they got right now I'm building basically like an entire basic call like an enterprise level suite for about, I don't know, 1,500 users with a full on domain deployments, Mecum, SharePoint, the whole kit.
Yeah.
And we've just been spending about 6 months spinning everything up and whatnot with a VDI infrastructure too.
Yeah. Are you working on your wife's app also?
I help, yeah, as wherever I can, but I'm always pretty slammed with work. That's for sure.
You travel a lot for work?
Not really anymore. Before this job, I had another job with the um, Homeland Security, and I was living out of a suitcase. Like my life was not able to like proceed forward at all, especially during like presidential elections when we had to go and set things up. That was when it was really okay.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like fun at all.
No, money's great. The money was really good, but the work was pretty high intense.
Yeah. Man, um, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell him to prepare them for what's ahead?
As far as the military goes, or as far as
Yeah.
just life in
Yeah.
general,
Like military.
take care of yourself, take care of your body. Because once you hit your 40s, like you're gonna feel everything.
Yeah.
Every single, sandbag or, barrel or anything that you lift improperly with like you're lifting things with your back, you're gonna feel it later. You're absolutely gonna feel it later. And get the care while you're in and use your education benefits. So many guys don't do it. I don't, you know, it's there for you. And I read a statistic. They're saying something veterans hovering right around like 35% of them use their GI Bill. Like, why? You know, I was at a what's it called? I think it was Walmart. I walked into, and there was this girl, and she looked about like mid-20s, and she had a Marine Corps lanyard on. And I asked her, I said, "Oh, are you going to the Marines?" She's like, "Oh no, I just got out." I'm like, "Why are you working here?"
Yeah.
Like, like like I asked her this, and she's like, "Well, I needed a job. Are you using your GI Bill?" No, I didn't know anything about it. So it's situations like that, and then it's like people get in these ruts, and they spend 10, 15 years of their lives, and it's like you could have done this, and then ended up doing something you really wanted to do.
Yeah, that's very true. When I got out of the Navy, I got stuck working in a factory doing general labor, man, and it sucked. I was like, man, there's got to be an easier way to live, man. And that's when I started going to school for IT and never looked back.
Yeah, yeah,
Manual labor's for the birds, man.
yeah. Especially up in that area.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I still have friends up there. I mean, they're pressing seatbelts. They're still pressing body parts on the side of a Stellantis or a Ford or whatever.
yeah,
Like, dude, it's like, hey, if you love it, that's great.
yeah. I hated it.
Yeah,
I hated everything about it.
I do miss that area. You guys, I mean, we have the best food, some of the best pizza, the best pizza, and Sarah, my wife, she thinks, oh, that pizza looks gross. I'm like, you got to try it.
I
So
love Detroit style pizza.
yeah, hear that, Tara? Detroit style pizza. See, like you.
Yeah, you gotta
But
take her there, get some pizza.
I am. I'm going to. Whatever.
You gotta wait till the fall, and then that way you can go to the Lions game. They'll get her sucked in.
That would be amazing. But yeah, that and just like the Coney Islands and stuff like that. You don't get that anywhere else. I mean,
Mm-mm.
you move away and it's just like, oh, I miss this and I miss that and I miss that.
Yeah, my sister just sent me. I haven't received it yet, but she sent me the receipt. A package of conies for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, you can have them shipped.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Every
So
time I go back, the first thing I do is the conies.
Oh yeah. So you're not in Michigan anymore?
Now the company I work for transferred me about 12 years ago, so I'm in just outside of Nashville, Tennessee right now.
Okay. Yeah, we get so many people from that whole area, from Nashville, Clarksville, come down here to vacation.
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to my wife about coming down. I would love to go sit on the beach and watch the Blue Angels practice.
Do it. I mean, it's a blast down here.
Hell yeah.
Like, I mean, you want to talk about like a veteran's paradise? To where you can come down here. Almost every bar you walk into, you're going to meet vets. You're going to meet people between my age and your age. It's every other license plate has some sort of like veteran something on it.
Yeah,
And
I love that.
it really is a secret, like a hidden secret as far as that goes, and really helped my mental health moving down here because you're around the people you know.
Yeah, seeing the sunshine every day helps pretty well too.
Yeah.
In Detroit, it's very rare that you get to see the sunshine.
Oh my gosh. Like I said, I was just up there and it was just gloomy the whole time.
Yeah.
And I tell my parents, they're in their early 70s now. I'm like, living here is voluntary. Like, you don't have to, but
Yeah.
they're stuck in their ways.
Yeah, that happens. When I finally got the opportunity to move down here, man, like my first year, I was like, damn, what the hell did I wait so long for?
Yeah. And that's kind of how we felt about DC. It just got to the point where, I'm not going to lie, after the whole, the COVID period, like, things just got crazy.
Yeah.
It got to the point where we were having a break in at least once a week on our street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm not raising a family around this.
Yeah. It's a great call. People are dicks.
They're what?
They're dicks. Everybody's so angry.
I say that every day.
Yeah. How often you get out fishing?
Oh, I try to fish as much as I possibly can. And I mean, in the summertime, I would say at the least twice a month. And if someone's got a boat, I'm jumping on it. Anytime someone has a boat, they're like, yeah, I'll go. And yeah, it's always an adventure. Last year, we almost sank in the Gulf. That was cool. So my buddies, he has a live well that pumps, water into this well where you keep bait. Well, that somehow got sheared off, and then water just came surging in through the engine area, and we realized like, hey, we're losing power. And he's got 200 horsepower Yamaha on the back of it, so it moves.
Yeah.
But it wasn't getting up above like 10 miles an hour. And then one of my other friends, Alex, he opens up the door. He's like, hey, we're taking on water.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So all we had was a hand pump, and it was one guy driving and three guys just taking turns, just pumping water out as hard as they possibly can. We get it all the way to the dock. He jumps out, like, off the boat, runs to his truck to emergency back it up so we can get it off this ramp. I'm trying to maneuver this boat to get it up onto the trailer. It's like, I mean, you can't maneuver a boat that's full of water.
Right.
And we had Coast Guard on call and everything. We're like, hey, we're like not in like a total emergency. We're not going under, but we could be. They were like, no, they were just like, let us know. Let us know. Yeah, but you're right. They're like, oh, you're not that bad. You're fine. Okay. But yeah, no, like this is It's like a fishing paradise, I would say.
Yeah. So I wanted to do this last year, but some health issues got in the way. But the nonprofit that I started, I wanted to send a veteran or two deep sea fishing and pay for the entire weekend.
Oh
But
wow.
that's back on the board for probably either this spring or fall. And that's one of the areas I was looking at, either there or further south. But it would definitely be in the Gulf.
I know some great charters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, like they'll all advertise, but there's like that one or two charter that's going to be like, that's the one you want to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a few of them.
Hell yeah. Probably be in touch then.
Yeah.
Yes. I love fishing, man. It's one thing I miss about Michigan,
Hmm.
fishing.
Yeah. My mom wants me to come up and do some, muskie fishing or like a muskie charter or something. I'm like, I might, but or just go out for some walleye or something. That'd be fun because like the closest lake we have is St. Clair. Like we're not getting out on the Great Lakes or anything.
I used to fish lake area a lot before I moved.
Okay.
I used to, a lot of walleye and perch fishing, both a lot of fun.
For freshwater fish, that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you like want to go for steelhead or salmon out in the west side of the state, but even that, it's like, I mean, it's fun,
Yeah. My grandfather, he was a huge fisherman, and he lived up in Munising, Michigan, up in the Upper Peninsula,
Okay.
which is right on Lake Superior. So I fished Lake Superior quite a bit when I was younger, and there ain't nothing like hooking onto a hog up there.
That is a cold lake.
Yeah.
It never gets warm. That's all I remember from it. Last time I was up there, I was probably maybe 13 or 14, and I just remember how incredibly cold it was.
Yeah, it could be middle of summertime, and you jump in, man, you get instant headache, man. It's like jumping into like a lake down here in the wintertime.
Yeah, exactly. It's an ice bath.
Yeah. Yep. Polar plunge all year round.
We used to take vacations up the Traverse City area and fish up there, and I mean that whole area is just gorgeous.
Yeah, I took a road trip a couple of years ago. I took my son up to the Traverse City area. We went salmon fishing, and
Okay.
man, we got into them, man. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that area is beautiful,
Oh, it is. Yeah,
except it's cold.
yeah, it's very cool.
I don't want to live anywhere where the water gets hard anymore,
Oh, absolutely. And like I was looking at the satellite, and it's like 30-40% coverage of just ice. And I see some of my friends out there, they're out there ice fishing. I'm like, you guys are just, you're crazy. You're something else.
I was just reading the Detroit News the other day. They just arrested some lady because she walked from Canada to Detroit. She walked across the river. That's how solid it was.
Solid it is.
They arrested her.
That's, yeah. No, it's been cold up there. Well, like I said, when I was up there, it was like 6-7 degrees. And like, how do you guys do this?
Yeah. Yeah, I still go up there quite a bit because my daughter and granddaughter live up there, but I don't like the winter at all.
No.
Spring, summer are beautiful. Fall, beautiful. The problem is that's only about 4 months out of the year.
And then some of those months, it's like you get all 4 in the same day or
Yeah.
same week.
Yes. What do you guys do for fun these days besides fishing? Where you fish. You guys do
Besides
anything else?
fishing, Tara we were working on the app here. She goes to the gym. I guess I need to get back in the gym. I need to start doing, moving my body.
Yeah.
That's another thing I think a lot of like veterans that we fail to like you get out of the military after doing PT every single day and then you just want to eat.
Yeah.
And that's like, okay, time to, dial it back a little bit. Fun wise, we like to camp, fish. We like outdoor stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. You take your kids fishing? Are they too young yet?
I'm sorry?
Do you take your kids fishing or are they too young yet?
A little too young. We tried it a few times and they just kind of like, play around on the dock. And we're just like, okay. But,
yeah.
Probably this summer, I want to take my oldest daughter on like a charter where we can get on some small stuff, like right in the bay there. and then hopefully that kind of encourages her to get into it.
Yeah,
Which I think it will.
it beats video games.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, why is that what you do?
I do not video game at all.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean,
I don't have time to video game. I have a Xbox over there hooked up to that thing, and I've never once turned it on.
yeah, I don't have the time for it, and even if I did, I'd probably find something else to do.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer at all.
Yeah. I like grilling too.
Heck yeah. Do you have a smoker or you just grill?
Both. I have one of the Traegers that I don't know. I don't like it. It was a mistake. You set it to 500, and then I have an external internal thermometer that I'll put in a meat, right? And it'll give me an external temp, and it'll say that external temp at the grill is like 360, but then my grill says it's at 500. So it's like, I mean, I can see some variance, but not over 100 degrees here.
Right.
So
yeah, I have a bunch of Webers. I have the Weber pellet grill, Weber griddle, Weber charcoal, Weber gas grill.
nice.
Everything I have is Weber. Yeah, that's one of my biggest hobbies is cooking, and I love cooking outdoors.
Yeah. Do you have a commissary by you?
I do not.
You do not.
Well, up in Clarksville, it's probably about an hour away.
Yeah. If you're ever up in that area and you stop by the commissary and you say you want to do a brisket, way cheaper.
Well, yeah.
It's USDA prime. It's not bad meat, but you can pick up a 10-pound brisket for like $48.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never even thought about doing that.
Yep. Whereas, our grocery store down here, I mean, a 10-pound brisket, that's $9,500.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
they're up there.
Yeah.
Price of beef skyrocketed.
That's insane. As far as that's one benefit I'm glad we do have is the ability to use commissary.
Yeah. What base are you near?
I'm right between the Naval Air Station Pensacola and Eglin.
Right on.
So, and that's a nice base too. Yeah, you should come down, see them. They're always doing their practice runs and whatnot.
Yeah, I always try to go see them once a year. Go somewhere. I've seen them in Traverse City.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them in Selfridge, San Francisco. I've seen them all over the place, but I've never actually seen them in Pensacola. That'd be cool as hell.
If you do not come to the July show because it's absolute mayhem down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come to the one in November. That's the one that's quote unquote for the locals is what they call it. Yeah. And it's like half the traffic. You're going to get a better view and everything.
Yeah. I'll have to. I was just looked at their schedule yesterday, so and it won't be in Tennessee this year. So I'll have to come down to Pensacola and check them out.
Definitely.
Okay, maybe the same weekend I'll do the whole take a veteran fishing weekend.
There you go.
Make it a nonprofit trip.
How does that work for nonprofits? Do you just have a nonprofit and you help out veterans just doing things?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So your nonprofit has to have like a theme or whatever, and you can't really veer from it. But my nonprofit is I send veterans, first responders, and Gold Star family members to events anywhere from football games, hockey games, baseball games. I've sent a group to the Chicago Cubs home opener a couple years ago. I have season tickets for the Detroit Lions and also the Tennessee Titans. And I'm in talks right now to get season tickets to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll have 3 teams under my belt. But yeah, and I try to do when I do them, it's usually like VIP treatment, first class.
Wow.
If you go to the Detroit Lions tickets, man, they're 16 rows from the front, so it's like in the end zone. So when there's a touchdown, it's like literally right in your face.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, and then the Tennessee Titans tickets, they're club seats.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like my goal is to when I send a veteran out, I want them to realize that the life is worth living. Give them something to strive for. So my thing is like somebody told me years ago. you ever fly, save up enough money to fly first class because then that'll give you the motivation to work harder and strive for the finer things in life. So that's kind of what the same goal is with my nonprofit. If I send somebody to, I send them to events that they would never spend money on. Uh, I probably spend $30,000 a year just on
Wow.
tickets. But I sent a family of four, 9-year-old boy. He's a son of a Army veteran. Actually, he's still in the Army today, but he had a brain tumor, and the little boy all he wants to do is go to Disney World to build a lightsaber. So,
Oh, I've heard about that.
yeah, so I sent him and his family to Disney, and they built this little lightsaber.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I've done some other cool things too, but yeah, that's what I do.
That's awesome.
And yeah, when I retire, and hopefully anywhere from 12 to 24 months, I plan on doing it full time.
Yeah. You're gonna just travel around and like hold events, or are you just gonna?
Yep. I'd like to travel around, interview people face to face, do events to raise money and awareness, and as I'm going along, just entertaining veterans and first responders and Gold Star family members at awesome events.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Another cool thing we did last year is I had 6 tickets to Brett Eldredge's Christmas concert at Bridgestone Arena, and bought the upgraded, so it was all inclusive, like all you can eat and all you can drink the entire night.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it was awesome. So
Yeah, that is really cool. I know some vets, you give them that kind of leeway, they might go a little wild.
yeah, it's not always that I do like so I did a group of 20 to a minor league game last summer. And I told the waitress, "No alcohol." Not that I mind paying for it, but last thing I wanna do is get somebody drunk and hop in a car and drive and, they kill somebody and, like, I mean, getting sued, like,
Oh yeah.
alcohol's not try to stay away from that, but occasionally I'll do something like that.
Yeah, we had an event. I think it was in like Savannah, Georgia. There's a minor league team, and they actually started this promotion for vets. Not vets, but active duty people to come down, like if you're coming back from your deployment, right? And the tickets were like they're literally free. So you get everybody in the unit going there. And
Mhm.
the same thing they had going on there was like penny beer nights or something, where it's like you buy one beer and then the rest of your beers are a penny.
Yeah.
So now you have 20 guys. They just came back from a deployment. They're going to this, you know where this is going.
Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, we got banned from going to the penny beer nights. And then another incident happened and we got banned from going to the stadium altogether.
Yeah,
But
I can see that. I can see that happening real quick.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was a while.
Yeah.
But no, that's awesome that you're able to do that.
Yeah, I'm doing a fundraiser end of March, and I'm gonna help out a little boy. He's 2 years old. His father's a first responder. 2 years old, and he's got cancer. Yeah, he just started a 3-year chemo treatment, and he's only 2. So his entire life, all he knows is cancer and hospitals and chemo. So we're gonna help that family out.
It's freaking terrible. Like I watched my mother go through it
Mhm.
twice with breast cancer and brain, and you know she pulled through. She's in remission and whatnot, but it's just a terrible thing. It really is. Like I hate cancer.
Yep, I agree. That's why every year I try to find a family that's dealing with childhood cancer because I not till December 2024, so a little over a year ago, I found out that I had cancer, and, I was scared shitless, right? And, the only thing I was going through the treatment, the only thing I could think of is like, "Man," like, I'm 58, 59 years old at the time, I'm scared to death. I couldn't imagine what a little boy would be going through, and not only the little boy, like his parents, and so I kinda shifted my nonprofit. And so now once a year, I try to find a family that's dealing with childhood cancer, and I like just do something extraordinary for them.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. If there's anybody that needs anything, it's those families. You know, even
Yeah.
Tara has a coworker that just went through that, and I believe their daughter is now in remission. I have a niece, her husband's a veteran. Their daughter just went through like the whole thing, and you know, it's something. It just is, and it's just not even like take TRICARE for instance, right? Like they'll cover everything as far as that goes, but we're not accounting for the families. They need, oh, well, you need to go to see this specialist out over here. And now you need to go pay for your hotel room. And now you got to pay for all these incidentals. And now you got to pay for all. So it's like, you know, sure, they're getting a paycheck still, but you know, they're funding their own TD.
Yeah. Yep.
It's really hard.
Yep. Exactly. That's why we try to help out, you know, where we can.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing some good stuff. Minuteswisely.org. Check it out.
I'm going to check it out.
We got some cool stuff. And yeah, definitely have to reach out at the end of the year when football season starts. So we'll get you up to Detroit for a game.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Or Tampa. I don't know. Hopefully that Tampa thing comes through. Detroit, my team. So that's why I picked Detroit. And the guys on my team here, my nonprofit team, they're like, why Detroit, man? We're in Tennessee. I'm like, yeah, first of all, it's my hometown, and I want to bless my hometown first.
Right.
As long as I'm the head of this thing, we will always have Detroit Lions ticket.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Even like the other sports teams, look at the Pistons are doing amazing. The Red Wings are doing amazing. You know, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the Tigers are kind of there, but you know, the Dodgers, they're just buying championships now. I mean, that's not even fair. Baseball,
Really
it's
not.
just gonna be the Dodgers.
That's why I'm kind of like, okay, baseball, New York, LA, New York, LA.
Yeah, yeah, these big markets, man, and there's no salary cap, so they're just like, just for instance, Shohei Ohtani, you know, they signed him for almost $1 billion, like 700 some million dollars.
Yeah, 700 million.
And then turn around and they sign 5 or 6 other people at the same. I'm like, how the hell is that sustainable, man?
Well, what the MLB does, I know, is you have to pay that penalty tax or whatever. And that tax is supposed to go to other teams, but it doesn't matter because as long as you just keep coming in with infinite money, it will never matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I think that's what happens.
Yep.
Yeah,
For sure. And now you have the Dodgers back-to-back champions, and there's a good chance they're going to win the next 2 or 3 also. I'm like, it's not even fun. You know, I'll watch regular season games, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's like once the Tigers are out, like I'm not watching.
Yep.
It's
Every year,
frustrating.
I think I put $100 to win for the Tigers to win the World Series, and it's just a fan bet, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's one of those where it's like if they do win, it's going to be like a $5,000 payout.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, one day.
Yes, yeah. I think the Pistons have a pretty good shot at winning it all this year.
I think so, but you know they made a huge turnaround compared to last year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it right now, man. It's pretty
Right.
exciting to watch. Sports are so much more fun when your team is winning.
Especially during the Hockey Town era. Like, what was it, late
Yeah.
90s? That was wild.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. No. That's, you know, some of my friends and I were all talking about that. Like, what do you think the city is going to be like if and when the Lions do win? I'm like, I think it's going to be like Hockey Town times 10. It's just going to be, I mean, you saw what happened. Did you see when they were panning around to people in the stands when we won not the NFC North, we got past the first round.
Yeah.
People were crying, and they weren't crying because they're crying for all their relatives and never got to see that. That says a lot. So I think it would be the biggest party you could ever imagine.
Yeah. Very close, man. Hopefully they can get over that hump.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're almost at an hour here, so before we go, I'm going to ask you one last question. So, like you said, you didn't have no direction. You just joined the Army, didn't know what the heck you were doing. If say a senior in high school came up to you and asked you, "Hey, I'm getting ready to join the Army or the Marines or whatever. Do you have any tips or what to do's? What would you tell them?"
What would I tell them? I would tell them to make sure they exactly know what they're getting themselves into, first off. Second off, weigh the differences between the branches and figure out, here's for example. One thing that's great about the Army is like you can pick a job and that's going to be your job as long as it is forever, right? Here's one thing about the Navy. You guys got the best bases. You're going to San Diego or you're going to Virginia Beach or some really cool place overseas. Same with the Marines too, except for 29 Palms. But in the Air Force, that's one of the best transitions from military to civilian life. But each branch also has its downsides too. And you really got to weigh that.
Yeah,
Really, really important. And
for sure.
stay away from the drugs, stay away from the drinking, and you'll be fine. It's the biggest downside to all these guys that I see that ruin their career.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just to add on to that, the reason why I picked the Navy was because I figured if I was going to give X amount of years of my life to Uncle Sam, I wanted to see the most of the world, as much as possible. And it worked, I was 20 years old and I had sailed 4 continents.
Oh, wow. What was the coolest place you went to?
The coolest would probably be Perth, Australia.
Oh, wow.
We were there for Christmas time in 1986, and because it was just they let us stay there for 2 weeks. So most time our port visits are anywhere from 3 to 4 days, but because it was Christmas, we were on stand down for 2 weeks in Perth, Australia, and it was awesome.
That is cool. That is very cool. And you did the whole shellback thing, I would imagine.
Yeah, got my ass beat for, I don't know, 10, 12 hours.
So back then, I guess it was like full on, like it was a haze.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You came out bloody for sure.
That's wild. That's awesome, actually.
Yep. So I was on an aircraft carrier, so all the decks are like that non-skid stuff, and it's real sharp and pointy. When the start of that day off, before you're a shellback, you're a polywog. Polywogs are the lowest forms of life on Earth, and they don't have any arms or legs, and they treat you that way. So you don't have any arms and legs, so you're on all fours the entire day. So your hands are just like hamburgers from that, the non-skid
Oh,
on the
no.
deck. And your knees are tore up, and your hands are tore up, and the entire time the shellbacks that are initiating you they have these pieces of fire hose. They call it shillelaghs,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just teeing up on your ass just as hard as they can, just smacking you, dunking your face, that food that's 30 days old, like makeshift coffins and toilets and commodes, like you name it. And it was rough. But you know what? When I tell civilians that what I went through, they're like, "Man, how could you ever do that?" I'm like, "Man, it's like a rite of passage, like this has been going on for 250 years, before like the United States didn't start this, every single sailor on the planet across the equator, they all go through this, man. So
Yeah.
I think it was an honor to go through it. It hurt. I mean, just like anything in the military, at the time it sucked, but fast forward, you look back on it and you just reminisce about it. You're like,
You do. You absolutely do.
yeah. So that's how that goes. All right, man. Well, I
All
won't
right.
keep you any longer. I want to thank you for hopping on and give us
Yeah.
an hour. And I look forward to hearing from you
Yeah, definitely.
sometime. Let's go to a Lions game. Maybe if I'm down in Pensacola or something, I'll look you up and we'll grab a beer at a tiki hut or something.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all good.
All right. You have a good night.
All right, you too, man. Stick around for 1 second after I hit the stop button. I just want to make sure you upload, and everybody else, I'll see you next week.
All right.